Hello there everybody, how's it going and how have you been? I am EuclideanSqd, and we're back here in Duel Links. Quite a few things have started in the last update. First and foremost, you may notice that there's a gigantic tower in the middle of Duel World, and you can see the words DD Tower Dark Dimension on the upper right. There is a new event going on, however I am not quite going to be covering it in this episode, because in addition to the event, a new mini-box has released, and that's specifically what I'm going for in today's episode. Now this mini-box is called Clash of Wings. I saw a couple of the cards in it. It's got a new fusion monster, Gatling Dragon, it's got Elector, Sovereign of Birds, I think he's called, or something. It seems like this deck has a lot of sort of direct card destruction, but we'll know in a second once I actually open it up. And I do have enough gems to buy out the entire box, which I'm going to do. So, without further ado, let's start getting packs. So, let's see here. Now, if you came here hoping to see information on the event, I will be going over that in a later episode, just because the DD Tower events tend to be kind of complicated and it really deserves its own thing. But anyway, so I got Psy Beast. It's a 2-star psychic monster. When this card is normal summoned, you can remove from play one psychic type monster from your deck. This card's level becomes the level of that monster. Okay, I'm sure there's certain things you can combo with that. I don't know exactly what. Do a barrel roll, a counter trap card. When a spell card, trap card, or monster effect is activated, tribute all Mecha Phantom Beasts tokens you control, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. Okay, I know there were some cards introduced in a previous box that can create Mecha Phantom Beast tokens. Not sure how good the trap cards are going to be regardless, though. Well, it looks like Mecha Phantom Beasts in general are just getting some support in this deck. We have Aerial Recharge, it's a continuous trap. Once per turn, you can special summon one Mecha Phantom Beast token, Machine type Wind, level 3 attack and defense are 0, during each player's end phase. Tribute one token or Mecha Phantom Beast monster, or send this card to the graveyard. Oh, no. Once per turn, you can special summon the token. During each player's end phase, tribute a token or Mecha Phantom Beast monster. Okay, sorry, I got the two effects kind of blurred together. So, this can be good, I guess, if you can special summon tokens during your opponent's turn. Because, well, even if you do that, then they're just going to attack the token, destroy it, and the trap card's going to go away. So, there's got to be some other reasons for that. Recycle a continuous spell card during your standby phase by paying 300 life points. Select one non-monster card in your graveyard and return it to the bottom of your deck. Pretty straightforward. We got another Do a Barrel Roll. And we got Dyna Hero Fur Hire. Har the puns. Beast Warrior, 6 stars, 2500 attack, 1400 defense. You may have seen this card as one of the AI opponents in the Tag Duel Tournament event had the Fur Hire monsters, and as I had a feeling about it, they have been released in this box. Now, Beast Warrior, if this card is special summoned, you can banish cards from your opponent's graveyard up to the number of monsters for hire you control with different names. You can only use this effect of Dyna Hero for hire once per turn. Monsters your opponent controls cannot target monsters for hire you control for attacks except this one. So, 2500 attack, you keep this thing in attack mode, and he protects your smaller for hire monsters. Pretty good effect. Let's see, what else we got here? We got Stinging Swordsman, level 1 win, 300 attack, 600 defense. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, return all face-up cards in your opponent's spell and trap card zones to the hand. Good effect. Actually have to do battle damage, and that's not something easy to do when you have 300 attack. I got another Do a Barrel Roll. I swear if I pull all 10 copies of this card in my first 10 packs, I'm going to be amazed. And Sonic Boom, a trap card. During your turn, target one Mecha Phantom Beast monster on the field. This turn, its attack becomes double its original attack. It is unaffected by other spell trap effects. Also, if it attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. If this effect is applied to that monster, destroy all machine-type monsters you control during the end phase of this turn, and other monsters cannot attack during the turn you activate this card. So this is very much a sort of last resort card, I guess you'd probably call it. You supercharge one monster, do as much damage as you can before your whole field detonates, it seems. What else we got? We got another Side Beast. Scramble, Scramble, a quick play spell. If your opponent's monsters on the field outnumber your non-token monsters on the field, tribute any number of Mecha Phantom Beast tokens, special summon an equal number of Mecha Phantom Beast monsters from your deck, shuffle them into the deck during the end phase. Lots of Mecha Phantom Beast support, but unless they've added some of the Mecha Phantom Beast monsters to this box, there's not that many. I think there's there's Hamstrat, there's Aerosquin, and Harrier, I think. Maybe one more. Wiz, Sage for Hire. 7-star Water, 1600 attack, 2800 defense. Woo! Spellcaster, if this card is special summoned, you can gain 500 life points for each monster for hire you control with a different name, except Wiz, Sage for Hire, so maximum of 1000. When your opponent activates a spell, trap card, or effect, this is a quick effect, you can discard one card for hire, negate the activation. You can only use the effect. Okay, so basically whenever your opponent activates a spell, trap card, or just, I guess, any general effect, like probably a monster effect as well, you can just discard any card you have with the words for hire in it, and just negate it. So, okay. That probably explains why she's such a high level. Ooh, Gold Ripples. Did we get a super rare? Supernatural Regeneration trap card. Activate only during the end phase. Gain 1000 life points for each psychic type monster sent to the graveyard this turn. Not bad, considering a lot of psychic type monsters make you pay life points to use their effects. Yep, there's the Mecha Phantom Beast. Mecha Phantom Beast Cal Griffin. Here we go. Machine, 1000 attack, 2500 defense, and it's a 7-star. You contribute 2 Mecha Phantom Beast monsters. Special summon this card from your hand. You can only use this effect of Mecha Phantom Beast Cal Griffin once per turn, fair enough. While you control a token, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Once per turn, you can discard one Mecha Phantom Beast monster, special summon 1 Mecha Phantom Beast token. These things are really weird, and I kind of want to build a deck around them. Aww, Wind Up Bat. Machine, 1-star, you can target one wind-up monster in your graveyard, change his face-up attack position card you control to face-up defense position, and add that target to your hand. This effect can only be used once while this card is face-up on the field. Alright, so you get one recall of a previous wind-up monster which was destroyed, which I guess is another new archetype that this box is introducing. More Gold Ripples. Are we actually going to get a super rare this time around? Sing Swordsman, Supernatural Regeneration. We did! Mecha Phantom Beast Black Falcon. When this card declares an attack, special summon 1 Mecha Phantom Beast token. This card's level is increased by the total levels of all Mecha Phantom Beast tokens you control. While you control a token, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Once per turn, during either player's turn, you contribute 1 token, then target 1 monster your opponent controls. Change that target to face-up defense position. Alright, 4-star, 1200 attack, 1700 defense, and an interesting effect nonetheless. What else we got? We got World Suppression, a trap card. You can activate this card when a field spell card is activated. Negate the field spell card during the turn this card is activated. That would be good if it just destroyed the field spell, but all it does is literally just suppress it for that one turn. So I don't know exactly how good of a trap that is. Got another Stinging Swordsman. This one's only marked new because it's a glossy. And we have Recon, Scout for Hire. During your main phase, you can special summon 1 monster for hire from your hand, except Recon Scout for Hire. Oh, cool. Oh, and it's a rare, too, so you can just literally special summon Dinah, the hero for hire, or Wheeze, the sage for hire, so that's actually a good way to get around the higher levels normal tribute cost. If a monster for hire is special summoned to your field while you control this monster, except during the damage step, you can target 1 set card on the field and destroy it. Alright, can't really argue with that effect. You special summon any other for hire monster from your hand, and you just get to destroy any set card, spell or trap or monster. That's a good card effect. Definitely want to run 3 of those things. Psychic Soul, trap card. Tribute 1 psychic type monster you control, gain life points equal to the level of the tributed monster times 300. Pretty straightforward effect. Can't say much else about that. We got another Mecha Phantom Beast Griffin. And we got one of the ultra rares! Widespread Ruin. It's a trap card. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, destroy the attack position monster your opponent controls with the highest attack, your choice if it happens to be a tie. This is a cool trap card. Oh man. Because you could use it to just stop an attack if they only have one monster, or if they try to be clever and use a weaker monster to try and get past your defenses, you can just destroy their big strong monster anyway. Oh, that's a nice trap card anyway. Vertical Landing, quick play spell. Tribute any number of wind monsters except tokens, and special summon an equal number of Mecha Phantom Beast tokens. You can only activate one Vertical Landing per turn. Alright, so it just gets you some tokens, and considering all these Mecha Phantom Beasts seem to be immune to battling, or being destroyed by battle and card effect while there's tokens, you definitely want to have some way of generating them. And we got another Wheeze. Worm Hope. 1-star light reptile flip effect, 800 attack, 1500 defense. When this card is flipped face up by an opponent's monster's attack, draw one card. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, send one card from your hand to the graveyard. I could see this guy being a really good friend to Dark World monsters. Because he flips face up, you get to draw a card, which is just good in general. And then if the attack destroys him, which it very well could, because 1500 defense isn't all that much, you toss a Dark World monster from your hand, and then their effects get to go off. So Scramble, Scramble, and another Dyna. And that was the first 10 packs. So that did take a little while, but most of those were new. Let's go ahead and grab the next set of 10. What do we got? We got Worm Rakuya? Okay. This card can only declare an attack the turn this card is flipped face up. If this card attacks, it is changed to face down defense position at the end of the battle phase. 2100 attack, 1200 defense. So, not too bad, but it has to survive a turn in defense mode first, and 1200 defense is not much. World Suppression and another Recon Scout for Hire. You got Armored Glass, a trap card. You can activate this card when a monster is equipped with an equipped card. Negate the effects of all equipped cards on the field during the turn this card is activated. Again, it's good for slowing your opponent, but it doesn't stop them. That's a funky looking thing. Worm Warlord, 6-star reptile monster. This card cannot be special summoned. Negate the effects of effect monsters destroyed by battle with this card. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, it can attack once again in a row. Okay, so double attacker, 2350 attack, that's not too bad, and it gets to just negate effect monster effects. That's actually pretty useful. Freaky looking, but useful. Got another Rakuya. Got Worm Gulse, 4-star, 1500 attack, 300 defense. Each time a face-down defense position monster is flipped face up, place one worm counter on this card. This card gains 300 attack for each worm counter on it. Alright. Seeing the synergy there with the other worms. And Worm Victory. 7-star, 0 attack, 2500 defense. Flip. Destroy all face-up monsters on the field except reptile-type worm monsters. This card gains 500 attack for each reptile-type worm monster in your graveyard. Okay. Pretty obvious what it's going to be when you set it, but at the same time there's not much your opponent can really do to get around it. Unless they use something like Recon to destroy it while it's still set. But basically, as soon as he's flipped face up, all of your opponent's monsters are gone. And then it gets to just attack your opponent directly, which is pretty insane. Worm Hope, Armored Glass, and Aerial Recharge. So this is a mini box, so we are getting duplicates pretty quickly. Worm Prince, 6-star, reptile, 2200 attack, 400 defense. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can add to your hand one reptile-type worm monster from your deck. Destroy this card during the end phase if you do not control a reptile-type worm monster other than this card. Okay. That's his downside, is you need to keep other worms alive, and I'm willing to bet that worms that are face down don't count. So that's something to watch for. Donpa, Marksman for Hire. I remember this guy from the Tag Duel tournament. Love that I get to use him, hate fighting against him. During your main phase, you can special summon one monster for hire from your hand. except Donpa Marksman for Hire. If a monster for hire is special summoned to your field while you control this monster, target one face-up card on the field and destroy it. Monster, spell, trap, it doesn't matter. It's face-up, he gets to target it. That thing was a pain in the butt during the tag tournament. Vertical Landing, Cal Griffin, Wind-Up Bat. There has to be other wind-ups. Psychic Soul, Supernatural Regeneration, and W Nebula Meteorite. Super rare. Sweet. Change all face-down defense position monsters on the field to face-up defense position. Change all face-down monsters on the field to face-up defense position. During the end phase this turn, change all face-up light reptile-type monsters you control to face-down defense position, then draw one card for each. After that, you can special summon one level 7 or higher light reptile-type monster from your deck. Okay. Clearly, very super specific card effect. Very obviously meant to only work with worms. Pretty good draw power. So far, I think the only worm you can summon with it is Worm Victory, but I'm looking over at the card list and I think I see another one that fits the bill, but I'm not sure. Very interesting super rare nonetheless. Psy Beast, do a barrel roll, and I think we got Gatling Dragon. This is a fusion of Barrel Dragon and Blowback Dragon. Once per turn, you can toss a coin 3 times and destroy as many monsters on the field as possible, but not more than the number of heads that you get. So, really cool fusion monster. Unlike Barrel Dragon, where you just have to get 2 heads out of the 3 coins to destroy any card, this thing can only target monsters. But that is actually something you have to watch out for. It says destroy as many monsters on the field as possible. So I think, for example, if only Gatling Dragon and 1 monster exists on your opponent's field and he gets 2 heads, I think they both have to blow up. Not sure, but might be. Anyway, let's continue. Worm Rakuya, Scramble Scramble, Mayhem for Hire. Quick play spell card, target 1 monster for hire in your graveyard. Special summon it in defense position. You can only activate 1 Mayhem for Hire per turn. So if you ever lose any of the little ones that let you special summon the big guys, that'll let you get them right back. Worm Hope, Vertical Landing, and Worm Victory. And that was everything from that set of 10. Let's keep going. Worm Rakuya, Worm Prince, Sonic Boom. Ooh. Am I getting another one of those super rares? We got Cal Griffin, we got Psy Beast, and we got Beat, the Bladesman for hire. During your main phase, you can special summon 1 monster for hire from your hand, except Beat, Bladesman for hire. If a monster for hire is special summoned to your field while you control this monster, except during the damage step, you can add 1 monster for hire from your deck to your hand, except for Beat. So the general idea is you'd play Beat first, special summon one of the other ones like Recon or Donpa. Beat's effect activates, letting you search out one of the bigger ones from your deck, and then you can use the other small for hire to special summon the big one, and then activate both effects. Which explains why Beat is a super rare. Do a barrel roll, training for hire for all your training needs. Having too much fun with that pun. Continuous trap card. If a face-up monster for hire you control is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, you can target one of those monsters. Special summon 1 monster for hire from your deck whose level is lower than that target's original level. You can only use this effect once per turn. So if face-up for hire monster you control is destroyed, you can special summon a lower level for hire from your deck. Okay. And Wind-Up Knight, 4-star, 1800 attack. When a face-up wind-up monster you control is targeted for an attack, you can negate the attack. This effect can only be used once while this card is face-up on the field. Okay. Pardon me just a second, I'm going to cough. Oh. Okay, that's clear. Worm Hope, training for hire, Wind-Up Knight. Another training for hire, Psy Beast, Aerial Recharge, Cal Griffin, Vertical Landing, Wiz, Psychic Soul, Recycle, Worm Victory. Come on. Ooh. Did I get Elector? Did I get Elector? Nope, but I got a super rare. Mecha Phantom Beast Mega Raptor. When a token is special summoned to your side of the field, special summon one Mecha Phantom Beast token. You can only use this effect of Mecha Phantom Beast Mega Raptor once per turn. This card's level is increased by the total levels of all Mecha Phantom Beast tokens you control. While you control a token, this card cannot be struck by battle card effects. Once per turn, you contribute one token, add one Mecha Phantom Beast monster from your deck to your hand, and it's a 1900 attack point machine. Not too bad at all. Figure out a way to keep those tokens coming, and that thing is not dying in battle. Psychic Soul, Armored Glass, and another super rare, Blowback Dragon. Once per turn, you can target one card your opponent controls, toss a coin 3 times, and destroy that target if at least 2 of the results are heads. So basically, same effect as Barrel Dragon. Pretty cool. And he only costs, he only needs 1 tribute as opposed to Barrel Dragon's 2. Worm Rakuya, Supernatural Regeneration, and Wind Up Bat. Alright, I'm just kind of curious. We're missing 2 of the rares and some of the super rares, so I've actually been getting a lot of the cards so far. I mean, box is pretty much half bought, but normally there's like 1 super rare that seems to want to hide until the last of the packs. But anyway, Worm Gulls, Recycle, Recon, Stinging Swordsman, World Suppression, Donpa, Stinging Swordsman, Side Beast, Wind Up Knight, Dupe, Dupe, Dupe. Come on, there's 2 rares that I haven't gotten yet. For crying out loud. Psychic Soul, Armored Glass, Donpa. What is with these 2? I know there's 2 rares. I can see them. They're right over there. How have I not gotten a copy of either yet? Come on now. Dupe, dupe, more dupes. Nothing but dupes. Ah, nope, nope, nope. Don't want to buy that yet. Let's see, come on. Rakuya, Recycle, Super Rare, Wind Up Juggler, 4 stars, 1700 attack, Psychic type. After damage calculation, if this card battled an opponent's monster, you can destroy that opponent's monster. This effect can be used only once while this card is placed on the field. I'm sensing a theme with these wind-ups, and I guess that's kind of where Bat comes in that he's supposed to help you recycle these things. But I don't know how effective they're going to be. I mean, maybe I'm severely underestimating them. Maybe there are ways to refresh their effects, but I'm just not seeing it yet. Vertical Landing, Sonic Boom, Worm Hope, World Suppression, Wind Up Bat, Barrel Roll, Armor Glass, Wiz, Soul, Worm Prince, Donpa, Barrel Roll, Stinging Swordsman. I'm going to laugh. Alright, here we go. Here's one of the rares I'm missing. Seal, Strategist for Hire. 1600 attack, 4 stars. During your main phase, you can special summon 1 monster for hire from your hand, except for Seal. If a monster for hire is special summoned to your field, you can target 1 monster for hire in your graveyard, add it to your hand. That's pretty cool. He's a graveyard recycler. Is this Elector? Wormgulf, Side Beast. There he is, Elector, the Sovereign of Birds. 6 star, 2400 attack. If your opponent controls 2 or more face-up monsters of the same attribute, you can special summon this card. Once per turn, you can target 1 face-up card on the field. That target's effects are negated during this turn. There can only be 1 face-up Elector, Sovereign of Birds on the field. This one, I'm not too fussed about the fact that his effect only lasts for 1 turn, because unlike the trap cards, this is a 2400 attack point monster. And especially considering the number of meta decks, well, ignoring 6 Samurais, for example, but it's very likely that a lot of the meta decks that are running around right now have monsters that share the same attribute. And plus, that's only a special summon. I believe you can still normal summon them. And being a 6 star, that's pretty easy to do. But anyway, Worm Prince, Armored Glass. There's the last one. Worm King. Nope, this is an 8, so only Worm Victory can be special summoned by that trap card. This card can be tributed. This card can be tribute summoned in phase of attack position by tributing 1 reptile-type worm monster. You can tribute 1 reptile-type worm monster to select 1 card your opponent controls and destroy it. Not bad at all, considering that he gets to basically have his cost if you're using him in a worm deck, which you most likely are, and he can tribute the lesser worms to just blow up everything else. I wonder, I'm going to have to watch for when Worm Hope shows up again. Oh, speak of the double. When this card is flipped face up, oh, by an opponent's monster's attack. Okay. I was going to say, you could actually partner this with King. You could flip Hope face up, get your draw card, and then destroy him. Or tribute him to destroy stuff, but it doesn't quite work that way. Alright, there's only 2 super rares left. Can I get them without having to buy out the entire box? Answer is a maybe. Worm Prince, Worm Gulse, and Mistaken Accusation. Quick play spell. If your opponent has more total cards in their hand and their side of the field than you do, target one face-up card on the field. Neither player can activate cards with that name or their effects for the rest of this duel except that target. Hold on. Neither player can activate cards with that name or their effects for the duel except for that. Oh, so except for that one card, neither player can use that card anymore. Interesting. That can definitely throw a big monkey wrench into a lot of decks. Primarily things like, if you get enough of those, actually, you could really sabotage the spellbook deck that's been running around recently. You could just target, like, the one that lets you see cards out, the one that lets you copy other spellbook effects. You could just say, hey, we're not allowed to play this card anymore. Interesting. Gulse, Worm Hope, Worm Warlord. Suppression, Landing, Seal. Now you're showing up all over the place. You have one card left to find. Where are you? Cycle, Suppression, Wind Up Bats. You are going to make me wait until the last packs, aren't you? I know I'm skipping through really fast, but I want to find that last card. I don't want this video to drag out any longer. Victory, Prince, Glass, Seal, Barrel Roll, Recycle, King, Gulse, Ibis, Donpa. Nope. All I'm really looking at right now is the back card, because I know that's the only one that this thing can be, and it's going to make me wait, isn't it? Or not. Maybe I found it. Maybe. Maybe. Yes. Silent Psychic Wizard. 4-star, Psychic type, 1900 attack, 0 defense. When this card is normal summoned, you can target one Psychic type monster in your graveyard, banish that target. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, special summon that monster banished by this effect. That's really, really good, because there's no limit on what psychic monster you can pick. I mean, so long as the individual monster allows itself to be special summoned, you could discard your big, scary psychic monster, and then use Silent Psychic Wizard, banish it, and then, you know, you don't even have to wait for your opponent to destroy Silent Psychic Wizard. You could use a card like Destruct Potion, for example, to just destroy Silent Psychic Wizard, gain 1900 attack points, and then Wizard's effect goes off, letting you special summon the big psychic monster. This thing definitely has potential. That's really cool. And that was the last card that I needed to get out of this new mini box. So, that has been Clash of Wings. Lots of interesting cards, lots of worms. I'm actually really looking forward to using the Fur Hires because they seem like a lot of fun. Very mischievous little deck. But, with that, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all had a great time, and I hope you all have a great day. I will see you all in the next episode, and farewell for now.